Namaste everyone, welcome to the class again. Now in this lecture we are going to see different types of linear programming problems. So there are problems related with manufacturing, so manufacturing problems. In these problems we determine the number of units of different products which should be produced and sold by a firm when each product requires a fixed manpower, machine hour, labor hour per unit of product, warehouse space per unit of output, etc. in order to maximize profit or in order to make maximum profit. Second type of problem is diet related problem. In these problems we determine the amount of different kinds of constituent or nutrient which should be included in a diet so as to minimize the cost of desired diet such that it contains a certain minimum amount of each constituent. Then we have transportation type of problems. So in these problems we determine a transportation schedule in order to find the cheapest way of transporting a product from plant factories situated at different locations of different markets. There are many more type of problems. Okay, so let us see few problems. Now the first problem here is Reshma wishes to mix two types of food P and Q in such a way that the vitamin contents of the mixture contain at least 8 unit of vitamin A and 11 unit of vitamin B. Food P cost rupees 60 per kg and food Q cost rupees 80 per kg. Food P contain 3 unit per kg of vitamin A, 5 unit per kg of vitamin B, while the food Q contain 4 unit per kg of vitamin A and 2 unit per kg of vitamin B. Determine minimum cost of mixture. Okay, so here two kind of food Reshma want to mix. One is food P and second is Q. Some kgs of food P and food Q. Now she want to mix in such a way that the vitamin content of the mixture contains at least 8 unit of vitamin A and 11 unit of vitamin B. And their cost is given, respective cost per kg is given, and the vitamin content of food P and Q is given. We have to determine what will be the minimum cost of the mixture. So here we represent this whole problem in form of a table. Okay, so first here we will say let determine the minimum cost of mixture. So for that we will say I will say let Reshma mixes, Reshma wishes to mix, Reshma mix X kg of food P and Y kg of food Q. So here we have two type of food P and Q. Now for P we use X kg, for Q we use Y kg. You can take X1, X2 or PQ or any other variable. Okay. Now if I talk about cost, so for 1 kg the cost is rupees 60 for P and rupees 80 for Q. Then if I talk about vitamin A, then 1 kg of food P contains 3 unit of vitamin A and Q contain 3 unit of vitamin A and 5 unit of vitamin B. So here vitamin A and vitamin B. So 5 unit of vitamin B, and Q, food Q contain 4 unit of vitamin A and 2 unit of vitamin B. Now our total requirement of vitamin A is, so here we can say total requirement vitamin A and vitamin B. So the mixture should contain at least 8 unit of vitamin A and 11 unit of vitamin B. So 8 unit of vitamin A and 11 unit of vitamin B. Any other information? No. So it is not compulsory that you make chart, but when you make the chart, then your data is more easy to understand. Now from this data, I can understand that there are two type of food item, P and Q. Now the cost of 1 kg of P is 60 rupees, cost of 1 kg of Q is 80 rupees. 1 kg of P contain 3 unit of vitamin A and 5 unit of vitamin B. 1 kg of Q contain 4 unit of vitamin A and 2 unit of vitamin B. From the mixture, I want minimum 8 unit of vitamin A and 11 unit of vitamin B, and I want P and Q in such a way that I will spend minimum cost. So I will say let Z be the minimum cost. Let Z be the minimum cost. So here mathematically we can write, so Z be the minimum cost, so the value of Z will be, the cost is 60x plus 80y. So therefore I have Z is equals to 60x plus 80y. Here what we have to do, here we have to minimize Z equal to 60x plus 80y subjected to, now few conditions we have to satisfy. One is that 3x plus 4y, 3x plus 4y, this should be greater than or equal to 8. Then we have 5x plus 2y, this should be greater than or equal to 11, and x and y both should be non-negative, that means both should be greater than or equal to 0. So this is our mathematical formulation. Now in our last exercise we have solved the problems when already the mathematical formulation is given. Now here one thing is increased, that it is now given a real life problem. From that we have to first find the mathematical mathematical way of writing that problem, and then we have to solve it. So to solve this problem, here we will first draw these inequalities. So here I have 3x plus 4y greater than or equal to 8. So this is greater than or equal to 8. Now I will form an equation from this. It is, to plot this we have to consider equation. So we have to consider this equation. Now I will check 2 points satisfying this condition. So when I take y as, say I take x, let us take x as 0. So when we take x is 0, 4y is 8, so y become 2. Now if I take x as, say 4, Okay, let us take x as 4. So 4 3s are 12, 8 minus 12 is minus 4, y become minus 1. So 0 comma 2 and 4 comma minus 1. This is one point. Second inequation is 5x plus 2y is greater than or equal to 11. So I will consider equation 5x plus 2y equal to 11. Now here we check two solutions. So when I take y as 1, okay, when we take y as 1, so this will become 2 into 1, 2, okay, 1 is not give me proper result. If I take 3, okay, so take y as 3. So when we take y 3, 3 to the 6, 11 minus 6 is 5, so 5x is equals to 5, so x is equals to 1. So x is equals to 1, y is equals to 3. Then we can take x as if I take 15, if I take x as 3, so let us take x as 3, so it will become 5 3s are 15, 11 minus 15 is minus 4, so y is minus 4 divided by 2 is minus 2. Yes, okay. Now I can plot this. So here let us plot. Okay, fine. Okay, now here we will mark as 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Downside we will show the marking, and on left we will show some marking. So like this. Okay, now 0 comma 2. So this is our point 0 comma 2. Then 4 comma minus 1. So here I have this point 4 comma minus 1. I will join these two lines. So it will go something, okay, let me draw again. This is that point. So passing through these 2 points, we draw a line. Again that line is not proper. Difficult for me to draw a straight line. Okay, fine. This time little bit. Okay. Now 3x plus 4y greater than or equal to 8. Now if I put x and y 0 0, then I will get 0, which is not greater than 8. So origin will not lie in the solution. So I will shade this outer side as the solution. Next I have x1 and y3. So x1, y3, I get point somewhere here. Okay, I will get this point. Then x3 and y minus 2. So I will get a point somewhere here down. 3 comma minus 2. Now I will join these 2 points. So it will be something like this. It will go like this. Okay. Now here again we have 5x plus 2y greater than or equal to 11. So again origin will not be in the solution part. So this side. Okay. Now I will find this point of intersection. I will extend this line. It will go like this. So this y-axis is like this. Now our area, so this point, let us take this as A and shade this area. This is our feasible region. Take this point as B. So only 2 points we are locating corner point as A and B. Now we will find the value of Z at these 2 points. So these are considered as corner point. This is unbounded region. So here I have corner point and I have value of z. The formula for z is equals to 60x plus 80y. x plus 80y. Let us check again if I am not doing any mistake. 3x plus 4y is equals to 8. So when x is 4, 3 4 are 12, 12 minus 4 is 8. That is perfect. Here when x is 1, 1 plus 6, 5 plus 6, 11. Then when x is 3, then y is minus 2. So 3 comma minus 2. So I have taken point here downside. Here 3x plus 4y is greater than 8. So when x is okay. So we have done a mistake while drawing this diagram. Yes, 4 comma minus 1. So here I have taken minus 4 comma minus 1. So this point is wrong. Okay, so let us erase that point. Now 0 comma 2, 0 comma 2 is okay. 4 comma minus 1. So 4 comma minus 1. So I will get point 4 comma minus 1. I will get point somewhere here. So I have to draw a line like this. Line will go something like this, and here I have to draw a 1 comma 3. So 1 comma 3 somewhere here. So it is going something like this. This and this I will join. So it will go something like this. Okay, and this is point A. This is, let us take point B. Let us take this point as C. So this part, okay, let me shade it. This part is the feasible region. Now this feasible region is unbounded. Now I have corner point. So corner point A, what is the value of this corner point? So for that we solve this line which is x equal to 0, and this line which is 5x plus 2y, 3 comma minus 2. 5x plus 2y is equals to 11. So this line is 5x plus 2y is equals to 11. So when I put x is 0, I get y as 11 upon 2. So here the point is 11 upon 2. So point A is 0 comma 11 upon 2. So corner point A is x is 0, y is 11 upon 2. Now point B. Point B is the intersection of these two lines. The second line is 3x plus 4y is equals to 8. 3x plus 4y is equals to 8. So this is our second equation. 3x plus 4y is equals to 8. I will say that this is equals to 8. So 3x plus 4y is equals to 8. Now I will solve these two equations and find the value of this point B. Now here it is 2y, here it is 4y. So I will multiply this equation by 2. I will get 10x plus 4y is equals to 22. Okay, you solve it separately. Now here when I subtract, so 10x minus 3x will give me 7x, and 22 minus 8 will give me 22 minus 8, 12 minus 8, 4 and 114. So x is 2. When I put the value of x 2 in any of the equation, I will get value of y as 3 to the 6. So 4y is equals to 8 minus 6 is 2. So y is equals to half. X is equals to 2. Y is equals to half. So coordinate of point B is 2 comma half. And coordinate of point C, now for this line, okay, 3x plus 4y is equals to 8. When I put y is equals to 0, I will get x as 8 upon 3. So x is 8 upon 3, y is 0. So these are corner points. Now what is the value of z? So here z is equals to 11 by 2 into 80. So 40 into 11, 40 into 11, so 11 4s are 44, so 440. Then at point B, the value of z is 2 into 60, so 120, plus let us erase this part, okay, 120 plus half into 80, that is 40. So 120 plus 40 is 160. And here 8 by 3 into 60, so 3 2s are 6, 20 into 8 is 160. So now at point B and C, I have minimum value. So here we are getting minimum value. We have to find the minimum value of z. Now as this is an unbounded feasible region, we will plot the inequation 60x plus 80y less than 160. So as I will say that as the feasible region is unbounded, we will plot in equation (60x plus 80y) less than 160. That is, I will divide them with say 20. So I get 3x plus 4y less than 20, so 0 cancel, and here I will get 8. So 3x plus 4y less than 8, 3x plus 4y, 3x plus 4y, now 3x plus 4y greater than 8 already we have plot. So 3x plus 4y less than 8, we will get the same line, but it will not include the line, so it is a dotted line. So something like this. Now there is nothing common, no point is common. So no point, I will say that no point is common between feasible region and in equation (3x plus 4y less than 8). So therefore value of z, therefore value of z is minimum at all point between B and C, between B and C. So on segment BC, at each and every point we have the minimum value of z. So this is how we find out the required mixture so that our total cost will be minimum, and the minimum cost is rupees 160. So here let us mention the minimum cost. What is the question? Determine the minimum cost of the mixture. So therefore the minimum cost of mixture is rupees 160. Yes, okay. So now the problem has two parts. One part is that we have to convert it in a mathematical form and then we have to solve it. So how to solve it, that you know very well, as our last exercise is completely based on how to solve it. Now this exercise involves both the parts. So here you understand how to convert the given problem in the mathematical form. Yes, I hope you understand this question. Thank you for being with me. In the next class we will see few more questions. Thank you once again.